largest cruise ship. My name is Tyson Mayer and we're coming live from Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas, and in just a few minutes we'll be doing a live broadcast of the official naming ceremony here on Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas. Kick back, relax guys, this is going to be a wild, crazy night with a lot of fun and festivities. Come enjoy it with us.
I look into the window of my mind, reflections of the fears I know I've left behind. I step out of the ordinary, I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can't stop me now, and you can do the same, yeah. What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You could be so many people if you make that breath for freedom. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Still so many answers I don't know. There are so many answers. Realize that to question is how we grow. To question is to grow. So I step out of the ordinary. I can feel my soul ascending. I'm on my way, can't stop me now. You can do the same, yeah. What have you done today to make you feel proud? It's never too late to try. What have you done today to make you feel proud? You could be so many people if you make that breath for freedom. What have you done today?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Director of Entertainment and Guest Activities for Royal Caribbean International, Mr. Ken Rush.
What a crowd! What a wonderful crowd here inside the Royal Theater. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Royal Theater. This is where Royal Caribbean continues the tradition of world-class award-winning entertainment like Grease and Royal Caribbean's original comedy musical, Columbus. And you're going to be able to see some of that firsthand here today during our naming ceremony here on the Harmony of the Seas. A ship designed, by the way, to be the best of the best and the largest cruise ship at sea today. You are here in the Royal Theater. Make a little noise for me, please. What a crowd here today. Thank you so much, everyone. You're out of this world. But you know what? We have audiences all around the entire ship right now. We have audiences, and we want to welcome everybody. A very warm welcome to all of our guests here on the Harmony of the Seas, who are distinguished guests, our VIPs, our officers, staff, and crew. And one of the unique elements of Royal Caribbean International is we're the only cruise line that has an ice rink. We call it Studio B. And standing by in Studio B is our good friend, our comedy host, but today he's one of our co-hosts here to actually kick off things, if you will. So let's go to Simeon Kirklees over there in Studio B. Hey, Simeon.
Hi, Ken! And welcome to Studio B. We're so excited to be here for this fantastic naming ceremony. And I've got some very special guests here tonight from Cruise World. Let's hear it, Cruise World! You guys are awesome. You know, this ship is incredible. We've got so many amazing features and amenities, and one of those that I'd like to talk to you about right now is our fantastic Aqua Theater, state-of-the-art diving shows presented on board. And I have the distinct pleasure of introducing to you the cruise director of this amazing vessel, Mr. Abe Hughes. Abe, take it away.
Thank you very much, Simeon. Good evening, and welcome to an incredible naming ceremony. I am incredibly excited, incredibly honored to be named the cruise director on board the Harmony of the Seas, taking over for the unbelievable, the legend that is Ken Rush. And I tell you what, I am extremely honored to be here, and I know that you are all excited to be here too. Am I right? Fantastic. Well, to kick off the naming ceremony like only Royal Caribbean can do, let's throw it back to the legend Ken himself back in the Royal Theater, and let's get started.
Thank you, Abe. Thank you, Simeon. I think Abe is worried about job security for some reason. But Abe was chosen to be the cruise director here on board the Harmony of the Seas because that's how great he is. So, again, thank you to Abe and Simeon. Now, as you know, sailing on board Royal Caribbean is an experience like no other. All across the world, we invite people to come seek the unexpected and the unique. Harmony of the Seas is no different, as you already see as you've been walking around. So sit back and get ready to slide into adventure. All right, everyone, here we go. Get ready for the night of first. On a ship of first, bigger, bolder, better. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new Harmony of the Seas.
Pack your backpack, swinging, banging, rolling deep like the Rat Pack. Steady riding on the beat, okay, now clap, clap. Where them hands at? Moving my hips and my feet, I know you like that. A million ways to live in this modern day. All the troubles that you win, gon' wash them away. Mad world, it's a fact, put it in your hashtag. Only one life to live, you never gonna get it back, let's go. Even if the road is long, it ain't many, many miles from home. This is where
ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the cast of The Fine Line, along with the largest ensemble of dancers ever put together on a cruise ship. That's how we do it here on board the Harmony of the Seas. And now it is with great honor to introduce to you the Vice President of Entertainment for Royal Caribbean International. Please welcome Nick Weir.
Big ship. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aqua Theatre. This is, in my opinion, and I've been in the business almost all my life, the coolest theatrical venue anywhere in the world. Talk about come seek. Jim Berra, where's Jim Berra? Jim, your marketing team, come seek, amazing. Let's hear it for come seek. It sells the concept from its core. I call this the come seek cathedral. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a lot of fun today. That cast that you just saw performing, they are going to be back tonight at 10:30. You must not miss The Fine Line. It is an incredible show full of dynamic energy, basically featuring these incredible extreme athletes from around the world. I'm out of breath. Of course I am. I ran from the bow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a lot of things today, but a lot of the moments of today's ceremony will be very deeply rooted in tradition. And we're going to start right now with one of those very important moments. When we look for a godmother for one of our new beautiful ships, we're always trying to find a way to tie that godmother's personality or skills into the mission that we set for the ship. And for the Harmony of the Seas, it was always about being the biggest, the best, the most innovative, and the most out of the box. And we found a godmother who not only has all of those traits, but instills them into the next generation. You'll be hearing more about her a little later on, but I would like to bring her in. I'm bringing out a piece of paper because I don't want to get the godmother procession wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, would you warmly welcome now our godmother, Brittany Affolter, Chairman and CEO of Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, Richard Fain, President and CEO of Royal Caribbean International, Michael Bailey, and let's hear it also for the master of the ship, Captain Gus. Ladies and gentlemen, the godmother procession. Please be upstanding for the godmother procession. Brittany Affolter, ladies and gentlemen, escorted by our chairman, Richard Fain, Michael Bailey, and the master of the vessel, Captain Gus. Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen, until they find their seats. The godmother procession, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Brittany. We'll take those flowers. The flowers are bigger than Brittany. Nice to see you. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, now, on with the show. This is very important. We just did a huge number. We had our incredible cast from the Aqua Theatre. And then if you add all of our cast members together, we have sailing with us at all times 56. But that opening number actually had 130 cast members, as Abe pointed out, the biggest cast ever assembled on the high seas. How did we do it? Well, very simple. We had a couple of buses bring up a huge number of our performers from our production studios. We have this amazing production facility. It's on the FIU campus. It's enormous, and it allows us to produce all of this incredible content. There are only two things visible from space: the Great Wall of China and our production studios at FIU. Thank you, Richard. We need it. It's awesome. We'll put it to good use. Now, let me join the dots. FIU, of course, are huge partners for us now, and we're going to illustrate that right now. We are going to throw back now live to Ken's neck of the woods, the Royal Theatre. Would you warmly welcome, please, the FIU Drumline? Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome the St. Andrews and the City of Dunedin Pipe Bands. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for these fabulous musicians. Make some noise for the bagpipes! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, continuing with the theme of tradition, we are now going to do something very special and something very connected to Royal Caribbean, because the gentleman about to perform kind of way back when started his career with us. He was a singer that helped us creating our various musical tracks for our early production shows, and he went on to become a global superstar. He won 2 Grammys. He's an incredible showman. But the most important thing about him, he is just a God-gifted singer with an amazing voice. So we're going back to the Royal Theatre. Ladies and gentlemen, singing the national anthem, would you please warmly welcome to the stage the one and only John Cicada.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does thy star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, to give the invocation, please now welcome from Seafarer's House, Father Ron Perkins.
Good evening. And on behalf of Seafarer's House, I want to make a special welcome to the crew of the Harmony of the Seas, welcome you to Port Everglades and to our casa across the street. The Lord be with you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Blessed are you, Lord, our God, King of the universe. Almighty and eternal God, today as this ceremony begins, we bow our heads and lift our hearts and spirits to you. For you, O God, are the lighthouse that lights our paths, the compass that directs our lives, the anchor that sustains our souls, and the foundation of our faith, and the fountain of all wisdom and power. Today we invoke your blessings upon this honored naming ceremony. We rejoice that under the dispensation of your providence, you have made it possible for the skill and labor of free people to bring the harmony of the seas into being. As we name and bless this ship, we commend it to your guidance, safety, and care. It was designed and built with a commitment to excellence in meeting the needs of a new generation. Grant that its innovations and service be used to improve the quality of life of those it will serve. May our efforts this day, Father, be a reflection of our hopes and dreams. May the future accomplishments of this ship become a part of the living legacy of this great cruise line. God of boundless love, at the beginning of creation, your spirit hovered over the deep. You called forth every creature, and the seas teemed with life. Bless this ship, her crew and passengers, and may you, Eternal Father, bring us all safely to the harbor of light and peace. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Please now welcome Rabbi Hector Eppelbaum.
Last Saturday morning, after our Shabbat service, I was talking to one of my congregants who is a proud member of this organization, Royal Caribbean. And as I told him that I will be here for a benediction, for an invocation, he said, "Rabbi, I have a few jokes for you to tell the audience about the size of the bathroom cabin, about the power and the water." I said, "I don't think that's why they call me." So let me share with you a very shortly a story that happened last week in our Torah reading while we were reading the 5 books of Moses. We read about a character, a guy called Noah, who was commanded by God to build an ark. To build an ark to save lives from the flooding, from God's punishment. And our rabbis, our sages said that it took him 120 years to build an ark. 120 years. And they asked the question, why did it take it so long? The answer of our sages was, because while building, he was inviting everyone to join him. He was inviting everyone on board to save their lives. Of course, no one believed him, and he and his family and all the animals were saved. Why do I bring this story today? Because I believe that we are blessed. All of you are blessed for being on board. All of you are blessed for being part of this naming ceremony. All of us are blessed by God for being witnesses of this holy moment. So I would like to ask you to please rise. Ribono shel olam, Supreme Being of the universe, we ask you for your blessing, your inspiration to all those who are on board and to all those who will be on board in the coming years. Bless them with peace, with a chance of resting and enjoying, with a chance of having a great time. Dear God, bless all the crew members from the highest to the lower to enjoy the life on board, to make a living, to serve as that's their job and task, to serve with dignity, with patience. Bless, oh God, the leaders of this company so they will be able to offer jobs, to offer God's presence as they work daily and hard for the benefit of humanity. Bless all of us, God, with your blessing of peace, understanding, and companionship. Amen. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Rabbi Hector. And now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, it is an honor to introduce to you the President and CEO of Royal Caribbean International, the one and only Mr. Michael Bailey.
Hello! Pretty cool day, huh? Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you all for joining us today as we celebrate Harmony of the Seas and her arrival into her new home in South Florida. We love our hometown, and we really love Harmony of the Seas. It's a great combination, Harmony of the Seas and South Florida. When I come on board, I think about how really perfectly Harmony of the Seas is designed to make the most of everything that Florida and the Caribbean can offer. And when we invite our guests to come seek the Royal Caribbean, this really is what we're talking about, the Harmony of the Seas. Truly something quite special. On Harmony, you can experience everything you want, from breathtaking experiences, adventures, incredible dining, to complete relaxation. And then we take you to amazing destinations with new discoveries in every port. I know you only have a couple of days on board, but I really encourage you to see and do as much as you can, so don't go to bed tonight. My personal recommendation, I know you've only been on board for a few hours, but who's been down the ultimate abyss? All right, that's pretty good. Good job. Twice. Once. Twice? Once? Okay, make it more. Twice. This experience, which is right above you, is only for the brave. So obviously many of you are very brave. And before you get off in 2 days, we're going to make sure we check all of our cameras, and we want to make sure everybody's been down the ultimate abyss. It's a lot of fun, so enjoy. As you experience Harmony, I also hope you can take a moment to think about the countless hours put in by thousands of women and men all over the world who imagined Harmony of the Seas, designed Harmony, built it, and now operate her. She represents the very best efforts of our architects, designers, modelers, welders, electricians, carpet layers, and painters. We talk a lot about how many rivets this ship has, how many tons of steel and miles of wiring, and Harmony of the Seas is so much more than that. She has so much passion and energy from all and so many dedicated people whose efforts help create such a stunning ship. I would like to thank our chairman and CEO of Royal Caribbean Cruises and our board of directors for their great vision and support. My colleagues on Royal Caribbean's executive committee for all of your support, the incredible design team of Harry Culavara and Kelly Gonzalez, thank you. Laurent Castang and his team at STX France, thank you so much for building and delivering such a beautiful ship. I'd like to thank Jason Liberty and his entire finance team for figuring out how we would pay for this ship. I still don't know how that works, but thank you, Jason. And of course, a huge thank you to Vicky Freed, Jim Behrer, Mark Tamis, Greg Purdy, Michael Goldner, Carola Mengolini, and Gavin Smith, and all of our colleagues at Royal Caribbean. Thank you so much. Harmony really does deliver a fantastic vacation, a place to take your family for a week and have all kinds of fun, and of course make some wonderful memories. And that's the reason we built Harmony of the Seas. For the captain and crew of this ship, Harmony of the Seas is their home away from home, and their fellow crew members really do become their family. And that is so important, because as you know, wherever you go, you can visit as beautiful a house as you want. But what makes a visit very special and memorable is the warmth and friendliness of the people who live there. People make all of the difference at Royal Caribbean, and the men and women who work here are very special. The crew of Harmony of Seas put much pride into this ship. They put in long hours, and they work very hard to support each other. They make sacrifices to bring their families back home a better life and to make things better for you, our guests. So I'd like to pause for a moment and give all of our crew on Harmony of the Seas a round of applause. Thank you. So, on behalf of the captain, officers, staff, and crew, and all of us at Royal Caribbean, we thank you. We thank you for coming. We thank you for spending time with us. And I hope you have a truly amazing time while you're on board over the next couple of days. Welcome on board. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our president, President Michael Bailey. Okay, so, of course it is traditional for the important people in the company to address you, talk about Harmony of the Seas, but I'm going to break with tradition now because I want to get back to show business. Are you ready for some more showbiz? Okay, so I talked about the incredible Fine Line show in here, but there's an incredible show you're all talking about. It's the buzz of the industry at the moment. That, of course, is our very special production of Grease. Does everyone remember the movie? So we did something special with Grease. We were able to do something never been done before. We took all of the wonderful nuances of the Broadway show, and then we added everything that we loved from the 1977 motion picture and put the whole thing on stage. So you're going to love it. It's tonight in the main theater, the Royal Theater, at 8 and 10:45. Is that right, Abe? 8 and 10:45? Yeah. So, however, I don't trust you. I think some of you may sit in restaurants all night. So I'm going to give you a little taste right now. We're going to cut back live to the Royal Theatre, and you're going to get a taster from the show live from that incredible cast of 24. We were wondering what number to do, and then I said, let's do my favorite number, Grease Lightning. This number the show features every star in the cast. This one features the incredible performance of Nick Hayes playing the part of Kaniki. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the Royal Theatre and Grease Lightning!
So, Kaniki, where'd you get this hunk of junk anyway? Hey, what are you talking about, man? This is greased lightning. Hey, no, you wait till I give it a paint job, you know? Soup up the engine, she'll work like a champ. Hey, why, this car could be automatic, systematic, hydromatic. Why, it's grease lightning! Grease lightning! So over here, dudes and 4-barrel quads, so yeah. Keep talking, oh, keep talking. A few injection cut out and chrome plated rods, so yeah. I get the money, I'm here to get the money. With the force feet on the floor, they'll be waiting at the door. You know that ain't no shit, we'll be getting lots of dang grease lightning. Grease lightning, you're pulling up the quarter mile. Grease lightning, go, grease lightning. Go, grease lightning, you're coasting
And now, a very special moment from our Ice Show Spectacular 1887. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the cast of 1887. Now, the shows are tonight. I don't know how you're going to fit everything in. You've only got 2 days. The shows tonight of 1887, 7:30 and 9:15. So good luck. You're going to have to eat quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to bring on stage the chairman and CEO of Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, the one and only Mr. Richard Fain.
Thank you, Nick. I have to say I really appreciate you breaking with tradition and having me follow 2 such spectacular acts. It doesn't seem quite appropriate, but thank you. And thank you all for joining us tonight on what is a very special day in our company's history. Many of you may not realize that Monday of this week, 3 days ago, was our company's 46th anniversary. And what a great way to be celebrating 46 wonderful years. Today, we are launching an amazing ship. This ship is the 3rd in a class of ships whose predecessors themselves set records worldwide. Oasis of the Seas and Allure of the Seas, the 2 ships that came before this one, were heralded as being the largest and the most technologically advanced ships in the world when they came out. The technology, the engineering, the entertainment, all aspects of those ships exceeded what you would find anywhere else, except here. The ship that we're on today is just as impressive as her sisters, and in some ways she may even be better. The same architects, engineers, managers, and visionaries who poured their talents into the first 2 Oasis-class ships went a little step further with this one. And while you'll find, again, some of your favorite places on this ship, you will also find new sights, new experiences to enjoy and to admire. So it's a great pleasure to introduce to all of you the Harmony of the Seas. Everywhere you look, you're going to see improvements, some big, some small, but there are so many advances on this ship that we actually gave a lot of discussion, and we do discuss these sort of things, as to whether this was the 3rd Oasis-class ship or the first Harmony-class ship. Since we don't have that many names, we've stuck with the 3rd Oasis class. But while the DNA may be the same, we've built on what we have. The best of Oasis is here. The best of Allure is here. And some of the best ideas from our recent Quantum class ships are here. That includes, I know you've already seen it, the robotic bartenders, the Wonderland restaurant, and the ultimate abyss that Michael likes to point out that he was either brave enough or dumb enough to go down. You all choose. Now, you all know that our primary focus at Royal Caribbean is to give all of our guests an unparalleled vacation experience. We pride ourselves also, though, on constantly pushing the envelope without ever compromising our ethical responsibility to our community and to our planet. I look back to when we launched Oasis of the Seas, and that was, at the time, the most energy efficient cruise ship on the planet. That was pretty hot stuff. But with Harmony, we actually saw that things got even hotter. Harmony is actually 20% more energy efficient than Oasis and Allure was, and they were the best around. Her waste and her emission standards are the highest we've ever had. In fact, we believe they are higher than anybody has ever had. There is a feature here that I'd like to point out, and that is one that you may not see as you walk around the ship, but we consider to be very impactful, and that is our global partnership with the World Wildlife Fund. The purpose is to ensure that we act as stewards of the environment in everything that we do. At Royal Caribbean, we believe that what gets measured gets better. Setting goals and measuring progress towards making those goals helps our quest for continuous improvement. WWF helps us to establish aggressive goals. They help ensure that we work towards those goals. And then WWF holds our feet to the fire in implementing the right steps. This vessel is a good example of what real determination can accomplish. Our objective was to make this ship contribute nothing, zero, nada, zilch, to the landfills on this planet. Everything that leaves this ship is either reused, recycled, or responsibly incinerated. I am particularly pleased that Harmony of the Seas is the 17th ship in the Royal Caribbean fleet that has achieved this goal. Now, as you can probably see, I am immensely proud of the vessel. I think they did a simply superb job with the architecture. I think the design elements are amazing, and I think the art is truly spectacular. But none of those are the things on this vessel that I am most proud of. The feature of this ship, the feature of every Royal Caribbean ship for the 46 years and 4 days that we have been in operation, are the women and men who make this ship special. Working on a cruise ship is hard. Even some of our guests are demanding. Only a few. And the 2,200 men and women on this ship, the 65,000 men and women across the fleet, work hard every day and make it look like they're having a good time. To them, I say thank you. Now we get to the fun part. Now we get to honor an ancient and important seafaring tradition that we take pride in upholding at Royal Caribbean. We have the opportunity now to introduce our ship's godmother. Every ship is christened by a notable woman who brings some of her spirit, some of her wisdom, some of her success to share with the ship and her crew. That's been a tradition in the shipping industry for hundreds of years, and it remains an important one today. We know many of these women, and there are many different kinds of extraordinary. We've had movie stars and singers, scientists and celebrities, princesses and queens. Every godmother has brought something unique and special. Not very long ago, we began the search for a godmother of Harmony of the Seas. We chose to showcase our commitment to excellence in education for children. That is one of our core issues. It's an interest that impacts all of our people at Royal Caribbean, and we decided to run a contest to find an inspirational leader who had been an important educator in our local community here in South Florida. Pleasantly, we received over 1,000 nominations of truly extraordinary women throughout the community. We took those 1,000 people and we asked the public to comment, we asked our employees to comment, and we asked the trade to comment. And we first narrowed that down to a list of 25, and then we further narrowed that down to a final short list of 3. The process involved the superintendents from Miami-Dade and Broward schools. We also were fortunate to have others advising us, and we then had to make the difficult selection amongst the 3 top finalists from all of our community. One person was selected, and today we get to celebrate her as godmother of Harmonies of the Seas. Now, one of the great privileges of being the chairman and CEO of this wonderful company is the honor of introducing our newest godmother. We feel that's important not only in a historical context, it's important to all of us in the industry. Seafarers are a notoriously superstitious lot of people, and we are no exception. The godmother's blessing is an important tradition which imbues the ship, imbues the sense and the fiber of this vessel with some of the drive, the charm, and the success of the lady whose blessings marks the official start of this vessel's life. In this case, we have a godmother who, even at a young age, has devoted her life to helping others. A woman who embodies the kind of commitment, sacrifice, and productivity that we should all aspire to. Our godmother today works for Teachers for America, pouring her all into transforming the lives of children here in Miami-Dade County. Her name is Brittany Affolter, and what you are about to see is a short video that tells you a little something about Brittany's story. We see the video, please.
All teachers care. That's why we go into the profession. But I think Brittany's level of care is so human and so deep. She would do anything for her students.
Really, for me, it's all about what can we do to provide the best education for students. Whether I'm a teacher, whether I'm a manager of teacher leadership, whatever role I may take in the future, at the core of it all, it's what can we do for students?
She just has that drive and determination. She's just a really special person that from the moment I met her, I knew she was going to do something big.
I think the mission that I'm on is to make sure that children are being given an excellent education, that children are having people in their lives that they can look up to and can trust. Really, that they're given the opportunities that they deserve.
She's just so motivated and so concerned about her students. She loves them so much.
Teach for America selects leaders from across the nation to be placed into a district that has a need of teachers.
She was always a go-getter, and she joined Teach for America right away out of school. When I met with her this summer, she was visiting, and she talked about how she had been moved from the classroom into leadership, and I wasn't surprised. I mean, 23 years old, I know she sounds young, but she's never been as young as her age.
I was needed in Miami, and I also know that Miami has been doing a lot of great things with education. There's also so many amazing teachers doing amazing things and really phenomenal work being done to progress education here, and it felt like a great opportunity to be a part of that.
She never thinks that her best is good enough, and so that's why she is so good at what she does, because she always pushes herself to be better.
I think it's really important for kids to be able to apply what they're learning in the classroom to experiences, and I want them to have a lot of memories that they can think back to and just smile about and be happy about. I want them to take any life path that they feel is the best for them, that will bring them the most personal success. And in that, though, I want them to live inspired. It's really truly about the teachers, it's truly about the students, the work and education that's being done in Miami. That's what it's about. It's incredibly amazing that Royal Caribbean chose to pick an educator, because there are so many educators in Miami, across the nation, across the world, that are doing truly amazing things for students, and oftentimes don't get recognized. So being in this role, being a godmother, and being that I come from education, I think of this as an opportunity to leverage really the voices and the work that's being done. When we live inspired, then we inspire others. If I am inspiring them right now, then I have no doubt that no matter what career path they go into, they will have this piece of them that will remember how it felt to be inspired and want to pay that forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, our godmother, Brittany Affelter. Brittany.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That was actually the first time I'd ever seen that video, and I got a little emotional. But good evening. I am honored and humbled to stand here as the godmother to this beautiful ship, Harmony of the Seas. I stand here today as one representative for all of the hardworking and dedicated teachers who give so much of themselves to every single student, every single day, to make a difference. I have personally experienced the impact. It was through the continuous support of the teachers I had growing up that inspired me to go to college and work in education so that I could go on to inspire my own students. It is most important for me to help kids understand that no matter what is going on in their lives, they can reach the dreams that they have for themselves. I carry that message with me in my current role as I coach and develop new teachers with Teach for America Miami-Dade. I am so grateful for Royal Caribbean's show of support, which allows Teach for America to expand educational opportunities to students who will become our community's future leaders. And I want to remind all of you that no matter what your age is, no matter your circumstance, you can make a difference so long as you believe that you can. Thank you.
So now we get to the fun part. We get to the actual breaking of the bottle. And this is Royal Caribbean, so we don't do it the easy way. And this ship is a technological marvel, so we have decided to use technology as an important part of this process. So the first thing I would like to do is explain a little bit about the bottle itself and where it will be. It's very common to break a bottle of champagne, and a normal sized bottle of champagne is something that a godmother can swing on a ship's hull. But the ship is a little too big for a normal bottle of champagne. And Veuve Clicquot offered that we could use a magnum of champagne, twice the normal size of a bottle, and we said this is a very big ship and they should do more than that. So we went through various configurations. We rejected the idea of magnum. We rejected a Jeroboam. We then rejected a double Jeroboam. It turns out, for those of you not aware of it, that above a Jeroboam you can buy a bottle of champagne called a Methuselah. But we decided that that was a little small for this ship. So the largest commercially available size bottle of champagne is actually called a Nebuchadnezzar. But this is the biggest ship in the world. So we asked Veuve Clicquot if they could make us a bottle even larger, which we would call a sovereign. And if I could ask for one of those bottles to be brought out on the stage. This is the bottle of champagne. This is one, I don't know if you can see it, but he's actually shaking a little bit. But I'm happy, so I mean, we can have him stand here for a few minutes. But I think we should thank him and let him go back. And we can show you that this bottle is suspended over the Central Park. If somebody could show, there's a picture of the actual bottle, a duplicate of this, of course, that is suspended over Central Park, and it will go down a zip line and break on the steel of the ship in just a minute. But how do we release it? So the answer is, again, this is a technological ship. So our godmother will not simply release it. We will have a button brought to her, which I will show you in a few minutes. But when she pushes the button, it doesn't do anything quite as simple as releasing the bottle. That would be not sufficiently unique. But if we could bring up the other pictures, the other video, you may notice the robot here in the bionic bar. And when she pushes the button, it actually activates the robot, which pushes the button at the bottom of the screen there. And that button will release the bottle of champagne, and we will watch it on the screens in all of the rooms. So now we have the problem of bringing the button to her. And again, we will take advantage of some of the features of this ship. Could we have the button, please?
this ship, Harmony of the Seas. May God bless her and all who sail on her.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! We have a ship, the Harmony of the Seas. Let's hear it for Brittany, ladies and gentlemen, our godmother. Thank you so much. Let me be the first to officially say welcome aboard the Harmony of the Seas. If I could ask everybody in the Aqua Theatre, stay where you are, as our godmother procession will now leave the theatre. Have a great 36 hours and try and get it all done. Thanks for being here. Welcome aboard. One more time for Brittany, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody make some noise for the Harmony of the Sea!
Cruise World, you did great. Thank you for joining us for 5 minutes.